61 through 90, here we go. This is about expansion. And this is when the work you've done in the first 60 days should hopefully start to pay off, of course, depending on your sales cycle. Most of the other reps would have given up by now. Matter of fact, they have in your territory in the past, but not you. You're here to make this happen. So here's the key. You got to stay consistent, right? Stick with your prospecting plan, stick with your account coverage plan, your tier A, B, and C. You're going to continue to visit those at the schedule that you've set out. You're going to continue following up. You're going to continue building rapport. You're going to continue getting to know their business, and you should start to see some pipeline build. These are some sales opportunities that you can start to turn into revenue. At the same time, you've uncovered some additional prospects in your area that haven't maybe never been talked to, or certainly haven't been touched in a long time, and you're starting to add those into your process too. And at this point, it's about rinsing and repeating. You can see we're doing a combination of different things. We're bringing in customers that are ready to buy, those ones that are consistent. We're building rapport with them and going to get that revenue. We're also generating business from customers that we haven't seen in 6+ months, ones that have fallen off. We've reactivated those. And we've also prospected into completely new accounts that may not even know we existed. Those are going to take the longest to close, but as we do this over time, it really starts to pay off. So as you can tell, what we've been doing is focusing on pipeline generation, not just securing another dollar. And this is going to take time. As you build up pipeline, it may take 4, 5, or 6 months, again, depending on your sales cycle, but don't stop. This is what pays off for the long term. You can never stop building pipeline. You're a salesperson. This is what your job is, right? You just got to keep going, stay committed, and don't quit. So now that you're approaching 90 days in, you're going to start to notice some patterns in your territory. You're going to start to understand which customers are more open to buying from you, to visiting with you, which industries or verticals are you having success with from a prospecting basis, which pockets of geography do you want to spend more time in, and you just need to revise your approach based on those patterns that you're seeing to accelerate success going into the 90 to 120 day mark. All along this time, you're going to want to communicate with your manager. You're probably not seeing the level of revenue you need yet to hit quota. That's okay. We're only 3 months in, right? But if you're communicating up the early successes you're having, then that builds a lot of confidence in your ability to execute in this territory. So again, these are things like appointments set. These are early indicators of success to come. Show them the plan that you've created, the geographic plan that you have, the way that you're dividing up your turf, the routes you're creating. It's going to go a long way to build trust, and that you're the person that's going to revive this territory and bring it back to life and get more out of it than anybody's done before. All right, so let's go over a handful of common mistakes that have happened. First off is trying to boil the ocean. This is going to take time. You can't do everything in your first 30 days. That's why you have a plan and execute on it. Don't try to boil the ocean. Number 2 is cherry picking like the previous rep did. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones that you can hit your quota based off a few customers buying, but that's probably not the case. They brought you in to do what hasn't been done in this turf before, and that's get more out of it. So you're going to have to work your whole customer base, not just cherry pick a certain few. Also, give up too early. You can't stop, right? This is going to take time. Don't get on that sales roller coaster where you work real hard, build pipeline, get some closes, and then you have to start that process all over again. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to consistently nurture your existing customers, find new ones. That's how you're going to build this territory. And finally, not tracking your work. We know how important it is to take notes, to log your appointments, to log activity. Who'd you speak with? What'd they say? Who have you not spoken with yet? You have to track your work. Don't make that mistake. So those are 4 common mistakes that we've seen when you inherit a bad territory, and don't make those.